On your mark.
Okay, we're here with Andrew Benford, fourth place at the Collegiate Running Association's first national championship. Just walk us through the race, Andrew, and talk to us about how it was.
Yeah, it was a great race. The Monument Avenue 10K is just a great event to be a part of. They put on a fantastic event, 40,000 people. So when you're on the starting line, you just feed off of that energy. For me personally, I was coming home to Richmond, so it made it even better. And I think because of that, it went out pretty hot. And for me, at my current fitness level, that first mile put me in a little bit of trouble. So after that, I tried to find a rhythm, settle in. Pretty much stayed around that fourth or fifth position the whole race, and was able to hang on and even finished, felt pretty strong covering the last mile. Came in around, I guess, fourth in the Collegiate Running Association and fifth overall. So I was pretty happy with it for a first race back.
Excellent. So you were a University of Richmond All-American in steeple.
Mm-hmm.
You've had a lot of success running mountain championships and trail races and of course on the track and the steeple. So and you're also a founding member of the Collegiate Running Association. Mm-hmm. So what's this all about? I mean, what's the Collegiate Running Association?
Yeah.
What's your thoughts?
So with the Collegiate Running Association, the decision for me to be a founding member was a no-brainer. It's something that I think is just huge for the sport. It's out of the box. It's creating more opportunities for collegiate and post-collegiate athletes like myself, more competitive opportunities, and it's also putting prize money in these athletes' pockets, and that's a big thing, when you're in college and when you're coming out of college and trying to make ends meet. Every little bit helps, so that's huge. The association itself, started as a result of the University of Richmond and their men's track and cross country programs were men's track and field program was recently cut last year. So, there is a need for this is happening to programs all over the country. It's not just a problem with Richmond. It's definitely a bigger issue, and unfortunately it's a growing trend in programs across the nation. So the association provides opportunities for those athletes, but it's also targeting the athlete that may want to get into more of the trail mountain running scene. The second championship is going to be this summer at Loon Mountain at the U.S. Mountain Running Championships. So it is targeting an athlete that may be they may want to do some track, they may want to do some cross country, but this is going to give them some more opportunities on the roads, on the trail, on the mountain. And I think the bigger goal and the coolest thing about the CRA is that it is bridging the gap between the standard typical NCAA athlete, following the path of cross country, track and field, with those that are more, I guess you could say, come at it just from a different angle, and they are more interested in other aspects of the sport. And what it does is it gets all those people together at one event, and you have a national championship. And I think that's the most important part, and I think that's the coolest part about the association is it's bringing the entire running community together, and that's what it's all about. So.
Excellent. So their next event will be the Loon. You talked about Loon Mountain race up in Lincoln, New Hampshire.
Yes.
It's going to be the Collegiate Running Association's first mountain running championship. It's also, I believe, the USA Track and Field Championships for mountain running, and will serve as the U.S. team selection race for the men and women to go to the World Championships this September in Italy. So 3 races or three things within one race. Prize money for the collegians, prize money for USA Track and Field Championships, plus running your way onto a U.S. team. That's pretty unheard of. What is that your next focal point in your training and racing, or what's next for you?
Sure, absolutely. Yeah, and that's another cool thing about what the CRA is doing is it is partnering with these existing events. So you know the Monument Avenue 10K, one of the biggest 10Ks in the country, well-respected race. It was a well-respected field, especially for the first year here in the CRA. Paul Chalimo went out and ran low 29 minutes. I mean, he's two-time NCAA runner-up. You know, no slouch. But absolutely, I mean that is the plan with Loon Mountain and the U.S. Mountain Running Championships. From here, my focus will shift from the roads, and I will actually heading out to Flagstaff, Arizona, to move in with a couple former Richmond alum, Matt Lano, Amy Van Alstyne, All-Americans, both of whom are just tearing it up right now on the not just the national but the international scene. So it's really cool to see that. But I'm going to go out there and train in Flagstaff and get prepared for the mountain championships. I'm actually going to be pretty much doing exclusively road and mountain this year, and take kind of a hiatus from the track. So again, the timing with the Collegiate Running Association, it couldn't be any more perfect. And honestly, you know, with the CRA being established this year, that definitely got the gears turning in my head and about where I wanted the direction I wanted to take my career. So I'm very, very excited for that.